Hey guys, it's your boy Eto back again with another video, and I know you guys have been thinking, where have I been? I've been ill with a cold for the last week, so I haven't uploaded, but we're back with a bang because we're reviewing these, the Hypervenom Phantom 3 in the latest Radiation Flare Pack colorway. Now, if you don't know, the likes of Vardy, Wayne Rooney, Cavani, Higuain, name it, Lewandowski have been sporting these bad boys, so make sure you keep watching, especially if you're a striker. You can purchase them from Level Soccer. I'll leave their link in the description below, and if you use my discount code FTOTV10 on any boots on their website, you will get 10% off your purchase. But for now, let's get straight into the video. So here we are with the Nike Hypervenom Phantom 3 in the Radiation Flare Pack colorway. Now, as always guys, I've actually gone with my actual size, which as you can see there is a UK 9.5. They come in pretty much a standard orange box with the, standard white Nike swoosh. This being a high-end Nike boot, the first thing you do actually get is a string bag, which is really cool. The actual bag itself is split diagonally into two colors. So on the left-hand side of that split, you've got Volt, which essentially is like a yellow color, while on the right-hand side of that split, you do then have green in a kind of diamond shaped pattern, which you'll later see on the actual boots. I'll just bring it closer. The branding along the actual string bag is in Hyper Orange, which is basically a kind of pinkish orange color, and you can see that in that Hypervenom lettering there, and the Nike swoosh at the bottom of the bag. Strings on the actual string bag are also in that Hyper Orange color. So yeah, it's a pretty, vibrant, colorful string bag. Definitely one I'll be looking after, guys, and keeping away from all those string bag thieves on the football pitch. All that's left within the actual box are the boots, so let's get them out. So here they are, guys, finally the Hypervenom Phantom 3 in the Radiation Flare Pack colorway. Firstly guys, let me explain something. I know a lot of you might be slightly confused because I'm calling these the Phantom. Yes, the previous generation, the second generation of the Hypervenom, the low cut boots, the ones that were shaped like these, were actually called the Finish. However, for this new generation, Nike have decided they want to call these the Phantom. And then the mid-cut boots, the ones obviously with the colors, the extension piece, the Phantom DF. So yeah, that's just to clarify that. Let me know your thoughts on in terms of the the colors Nike have used on these, the shape of the boot. Really interested to know what you guys think about them. Leave your thoughts, and then if you absolutely hate them, I'm also interested to know why. So make sure you get commenting, guys. The best place to start is to take a closer look at the colors that Nike have actually used on these boots. Okay guys, I think from the get-go we can clearly see that Nike have gone for a bright, vibrant, bold look for the release colorway of the Hypervenom third generation. They've actually gone for a kind of two-color look along the upper. On the medial side, you have got that Hyper Orange. As I said earlier, it's more of a kind of pinkish orangey color, in all honesty, while on the lateral side, just on the other side of that split, you then have a Volt color in the toe box area, which then fades really nicely into green in the heel area. In all honesty, I wasn't a fan of these from the images that were going around on social media at the start. However, holding them in my hands, I must say I do like, the combination of those two colors. Green laces there. However, on the lacing system on these loops, you've got alternating colors. So if I bring it slightly closer, hopefully it focuses, you can see on the green side you've got pink orangey loops, while on the medial side where the boot is actually kind of orange, you've got green lace loops. So you have got alternating colors for the loops there, which is pretty interesting. All the branding along the upper is actually done in black, so you've got a black Nike swoosh there on the toe box. I'll just bring it slightly closer for you guys to see that. Midfoot section of the medial side, you then do have Flyknit lettering there in black, ACC, all condition control, in black also. And then lastly, along the actual upper, you've then got a Nike swoosh in the heel area on the lateral side. Talking about the actual upper, you then actually have an alternating kind of colouring along the back of the heel, so it's pink, green, all the way down, which is really random. However, it kind of works with the craziness that's going along the rest of the upper, in all honesty. And to be honest, as I said, wasn't a fan at first. However, it's definitely grown on me, and I think, you know, majority of people will actually like it. But comment below, let me know your thoughts on that. And then moving on to the sole plate, it's predominantly black, as you can see there. However, in the middle of the sole plate, you do have a Nike swoosh, which is in that orange color, clear studs, as you can see there. And also there on the outline of the actual sole plate, you can see a hint of Volt yellow there also. Not a color way that everyone will be absolutely crazy about, but definitely, it's definitely grown on me. Tech wise, guys, these boots are completely different to their predecessor, the Hypervenom Finish 2 or even the 2.5. I've actually got a pair here of the 2.5, and side by side, guys, I'm sure you can make out, especially with the upper, it's completely different. Now, to begin with, guys, the upper of the Phantom 3 is actually made out of Flyknit. So we have now officially got a knitted upper on the Hypervenom line. The predecessors here were actually made out of a synthetic material. However, it's knitted here. Welcome to the future, guys. It being a knitted upper means that it's definitely going to take more to the shape of your foot. There's literally going to be little to no break-in time for these. So you can almost go straight into a match really with these on. No break-in time needed, in all honesty. We do now have some crazy texturing along the upper, which I'll show you more better on this side, as you can see there. And these are pour-on foam. So you've got these little kind of foam pods all along the upper. All that will do, guys, is actually dampen the amount of pressure you feel when you make contact with a ball from a pass. So it'll actually dampen and just create a nice and better feel when you make contact with a ball from low velocity passes. However, when you actually strike the ball in terms of shooting, what will actually happen is that these pour-on foam pods will actually firm and actually create a more rigid contact on the ball. The combination of the knitted material and the pour-on foam means that the upper is really flexible and really soft, as you can see there as I'm pressing along the actual material. So if you are looking for a lightweight boot which offers a kind of dampening effect, however, will definitely, you know, create a lot of power when taking shots, this is definitely something you want to be taking a look at. Off-centered lacing system, as you can see there, increasing the kind of strike zone. As you may know already, this boot is really engineered to strikers, people who are looking to score goals. So that's most likely the reason why it's still off-centered in the third generation, just meaning that you do kind of get a more and larger area to make contact with the ball when striking it. Still with the one-piece technology, as I've said, definitely a big fan of that. It just means that the ball, or whenever you make contact with the ball, comes off one surface and there's no interrupting layers. And for me, there is just a better feel on your foot when there's no you know, tongue. It just feels a lot nicer and more like a sock and not a boot, which is kind of what we all like and want on our boots nowadays. There is fly wire cabling, a lot more of it actually on the Hypervenom Phantom 3. There's actually 3 meters worth of fly wire cabling running from the laces into the sole plate on either side of the boot. And once you pull on the laces, what actually happens is that these fly wire cables then lock your foot in place really nicely, which is really important in the modern game, as you don't want your foot sliding about within the actual boot. This being a Nike high-end boot, you do get ACC, as you can see there, all condition control, which essentially means that these boots will perform as well as they do in dry weather, in wet weather, which is really important. And the fact that it has this texturing, you should be able to get slightly better you know, kind of control and grip on the ball. Also slightly different to the predecessor of the Hypervenom Phantom 3, we have this knitted material in the tongue area. As you can see there, we had this synthetic material, and I just feel like this will provide a better fit. And the fact that these flywire cables also, as I mentioned earlier, are, you know, adjustable with the laces, it does mean that these boots will definitely appeal to people who have wide feet. There's an internal heel counter which will ensure that your heel area isn't moving around at all within the actual boot. Really important in the modern game. There is also a synthetic leather liner going along the heel area of the boot in black, which has a decent amount of padding there. The insole is fully removable, as you can see, and actually has a decent amount of thickness to it. It's obviously Volt cut in color with Nike grip branding there in black, and actually it has got some texturing on it which will ensure that your socks isn't moving around. The sole plate on these, the Hypervenom Phantom 3, is completely different to the predecessors. I would say actually the stud, you know, actual layout of the studs are pretty much the same. However, the actual studs used are completely different. As you can see on the older version, the old generation, these ones, they're mainly conical studs. However, there is a combination of two types of studs on these boots. As you can see, you have got kind of hexagon shaped studs there, which will allow for better agility. As well as that, you have got these, you know, arrowed shaped studs, which will definitely provide for a more kind of aggressive traction on the pitch. The sole plate in the toe box area is actually made out of Pebex, which is really flexible. As you can see, they're really important when you're about to take off when running. However, in the midfoot section where you want it to be really sturdy, it's made out of nylon. The technology that they've put onto the Hypervenom Phantom 3, I'm really excited about and can't wait to test it out. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. But for now, what I'll do is put them on for you guys to see how they look on feet. So guys, that was just a short play test of me just playing in them, just for you guys to see how they look. A proper play test will be going up on my channel real soon. I wasn't a fan of this colorway at the beginning, you know, seeing all the images online and all of them, social media and all that stuff. But now with them in my hands and playing with them, they look absolutely amazing. Love the technology that they've, you know, implemented on the new generation with these little pods, these little foam pods, which hopefully when it focuses you see there, and definitely creates a nice sensation when you make contact with the ball, definitely. And just this, the fit of the boot is absolutely amazing, especially when you pull on the laces. You get a really nice lockdown feel from the fly wire. But overall guys, I'm a big fan of these boots. Definitely good traction as well on the pitch, even though that was an artificial pitch and these are FG boots. Still got a lot of traction and was able to turn and cut really nicely. But yeah guys, as I said, if you are looking to purchase these or any other boots, you can do so from the Velsock. I'll leave their link in my description below. But for now guys, if you enjoyed the video, give it a like and also subscribe. Peace!